In this Goat Simulator 3 All Goats video, I'm going to show you all goats available in the game and talk about how you get them. Some of these are quite long-winded, so rather than give you a comp of every single event, which would make this video huge, I'm just going to reference out to those events and have a little look on my channel at those other videos if you need help with those. So let's have a little look at the goats, and if we go to the wardrobe here, so I've hit the screens button, click on here, these are all the goats available in the game. So you can see we've got 16 goats in the core game. If you go off to Multiverse of Nonsense, there's goats that you get in there, but this is just Goat Simulator 3 that we're talking about here. So if we go from the start, Pilgor, of course, you get to start the game with. Next up, if we go alphabetical, is Abominana, which is a hilarious goat skin. So you are this crazy looking giant banana, and you can hit RB and do this. You can turn other characters in the game into Abominanas to join you on your quest for absolute mayhem. Abominana is a bizarre looking skin and quite fun as well to ragdoll around and fire things out and do all kinds of weird and wonderful stuff with. You can even turn the banana creep like this. So to get Abominana, you need to do the event called How It's Made. So if you have a little look at my other videos, I'll show you how that works. Next up, we have Angry Goat. Now, you get this one for completing the event Missing Rosie. And Angry Goat not only looks awesome, but Angry Goat can actually cause some serious carnage. You can just run around and butt into things here and mow things down. Angry Goat is pretty much going to take on anything that it comes across. It's a pretty cool one, as you can see here. Good fun to run around with Angry Goat. No particular special powers apart from just sort of charging around, smashing into people. You've got obviously a very powerful butting action here with the horn, but quite a fun looking goat that we've got. Next up, we have Capra Erectus, which is well hidden in the game. There's actually a map room in the Goat Castle that gives a hint to where you can find Capra Erectus, but it is of course a human skin that we see here. And quite interesting is if you hit the RB button, you'll do this. So that would be R1, I suppose, on a PlayStation, and we flick between loads of different skins. It seems to be completely random. I rarely see the same exact outfit in character twice. Hair seems to vary on characters as well. It's quite a fun one, so you can see it's all sorts of things that we get popping up here. Quite a fun skin. But to get Capra Erectus, you need to go to a hidden area that you find on Libertarian Island. Have a little look at my video on Capra Erectus if you want to get this one. Next up, we have Feather Goat. So this one is, funny enough, a feather goat that we see here. So it's a big old ostrich or whatever it is, and we can just flap around and kind of glide around. Not really the most useful of skins, but it was part of the Easter update, and there was a event where you had to collect lots of Easter eggs. I think it's Egg Crackdown, and then when you do that, that opens up another event where you can get the Feather Goat. So you need to do 2 to complete this one, but they are linked. Next, we have the non-player character. And now this one initially looks like that's all you get, but if you complete, or rather add the fur, you can flick between these non-player characters. Now this goes back to the original Goat Simulator game where you had all these characters that wandered around, and now you can play as any of these if you so wish. So we can run around. I don't think we can do much, but we can punch like we could with Capra Erectus. So this one was basically a free update that occurred with an event called Crack in Time, and if you go and complete that event, you will get the non-player character. So it was released with to celebrate 10 years of Goat Simulator 3. Not the most exciting skins, but it was a free update. Now, Old School Pilgore, you're out of luck if you want this one, because I don't think you can get it anymore, because I think you had to pre-order the game. So if you pre-ordered the game, you'll have Old School Pilgore, which is part of the digital downgrade edition. If you didn't, I don't think you can get it any other way. So you can see, very similar to the Pilgore in Goat Simulator 3, but less detailed. So you can see that the fur effect isn't really there. You can see the fur is very smooth on the top there, whereas if we combine, or rather have a little look at current Pilgore, you can see she's more detailed, and if we go up close, we've got that kind of bumpy or furry effect that's far more detailed, and she looks a little more fed than the original Pilgore, Old School Pilgore. So yeah, that one I can't really help you with. Now, Plushie is the newest skin available and it's super cute. This one not only looks so cute when you go up close to it, but you can turn people into little cutie characters and the objects into little toy objects. Particularly cute if you go up to a car and hit RB here, and it turns it into a toy car there. Very, very cute indeed. And I think you can hit pretty much any object and turn it into nice, cute things, as we can see here. This one takes quite a bit of work to get. You need to go and have a little look at the birthday presents event, have a little look at completing all of that, collect all the presents, and you will get your Plushie Pilgor. So similar to Crack in Time, there is a rift that opens up with gifts from the rifts, which is the latest update that recently popped out, and if you complete that, you will get Plushie. Puppet Goat is quite an interesting looking goat that you can see here, and it has this rather weird effect where if you hold down RB, you can turn someone into a puppet, so you can interact a little bit with them and add other things here to basically, you know, give them that puppet look. It's a pretty bizarre looking one. You had to complete the puppet event, which I think it was fairly recent that one came out as well. Not a particularly exciting skin, but it does look quite cool when you look up close at it. Lots of nice detail on it. Next up, we have the Farmer. Now, you may want to skip this if you don't want to know about what goes on later in the game. So I'll give you a moment to do that. But if you're happy with that, you get the Farmer for completing the final battle in the game. So you can see it says RB to toggle stuff, and then you can cycle and build. So let's have a little look at it. So we'll pop this guy in, so we can build stuff here like this. We can cycle stuff to get different effects here and build like so, and build all kinds of weird and wonderful stuff using the Farmer. It's quite a bizarre skin that we've got here, so lots to do here and you know, construct around with. Whether you can construct anything interesting, I don't know, but it is quite cool just to run around as the Farmer because it's quite a cool looking skin, as you can see. Next up, we have the Scarecrow, which you get for completing the Children of the Hay event, and you can then run around as a Scarecrow, which is pretty cool. I don't think the Scarecrow can do anything, but it does look really nicely detailed, like we can see here. Quite a cool looking skin that we get for completing that event, which doesn't take too long at all. Next up, we have Steve. So Steve was rescued, but now he doesn't have that long to live. That's a bit sad, isn't it? So he's a fish out of water, but he zooms along like this. It looks really cool. I don't think you can do anything too exciting with him, but he is quite useful for a particular event later in the game called Free Money. Have a little look at my video on that. But if you want to get Steve, you need to do the event Rescue Steve, and he's unlocked as a reward for that. But he does look pretty cool, and you can get some interesting looks with him. Now we come to the 4 skins that you can buy. First up, Tasty Goat, which I will do. So you need 20,000 currency for this one, and you earn currency for completing quests in the game. So if you have a little look at quests, 'tis the season for harvest, for example, earn me 5,000 of that currency, and you know, we complete a few quests and we can get this. So this is the first one, Tasty Goat, which is this big old piggy. We can cool down and cover ourselves in this rather beautiful mud, and then kind of scoot along using this and become all slippery. Quite a weird look that we've got here, but we can move pretty quick with this particular skin, and it does look quite cool as well, like you can see here. So that is yours for just 20,000. Let's have a little look at another one. We've then got the board game goat. This one is a bit more expensive at 30,000. This was for the April Fool's update 2023. Was lost but now is found. I don't think this one has any particular powers. We'll have a little look. RB, no, we can move along here. Pretty simple skin that we've got, but of course you could run around as a sheep rather than you know, Pilgor if you wish. Next up is Tall Goat, like a regular goat but tall, 20,000, and it is yours. So we'll have a little look at this one. So you can see huge goat here that we have here. You can butt in a rather interesting way with this headbutt here, but quite useful for seeing up high across the map as you move around. You could also put this goat through the shrinking machine if you wanted to make it smaller or bigger. That's a possibility, all sorts of stuff. But that is Tall Goat. And last but not least, perhaps the coolest of all, Tony Shark. You're going to need a bigger board. So if we have a little look at this one. So there's Tony Shark. You can see really nicely detailed. I don't think this has any particular special effects or anything like that. You can jump up and kind of look like you're doing effects on the skateboard. You can butt people with a hammerhead, but nothing too special with it as far as I'm aware. But it does look pretty cool. So there you go, Goat Simulator 3 All Goats video is done. Now you know what goats are available in the game. Which is your favorite? Would love to know that. Which have you got? Which haven't you got? Remember, if you need help with them, you can find those all on my channel, all videos about all of them. So hopefully we've given you some hints here as to which one to have a little look at. But if you need more help with it, do let me know. If you like Goat Simulator 3, do please subscribe to this channel. This channel is solely about the Goat Simulator games and nothing else. So if you'd like to be kept up to date with various solutions to the quests and updates that occur for the game, do hit subscribe. Cheers.